It's a blessing to welcome on the freshman assist leader in the entire country. He also leads Ohio Valley in assists. He's back-to-back Ohio Valley Conference Rookie of the Week and Eastern Kentucky freshman star, Wendell Gren Jr. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
It's
Well, I
good.
just said you're putting together an incredible season so far. You're leading all freshmen in assists. You won back-to-back weeks now, freshman of the week. How are you feeling so far?
I feel good. I feel like I'm finally starting to get in my groove. Had a rough game last night, but I feel like it's starting to come together for me. Feel like it's starting to show too.
I want to go through this journey because you're sitting at a midway point now. As I said, all these leaders you're having right now, player of the weeks, all this stuff's going down for you. Is this where you saw yourself heading into this year? Did you see yourself in this position this quickly?
Yeah, I did for sure. I knew coming to Eastern Kentucky, I was going to be able to step right in and play. Coach told me if I worked for it, it would be given to me. So I knew I would have this opportunity, and I'm showing that when I get the opportunity, I can make it happen. And we're doing that. We're 12-2 right now, so we just want to keep going.
We'll get back in the season in a second, but let's go through this recruiting process. So you're going through high school and you have a lot bigger offers on the table. DePaul's a big one, TCU, Rhode Island, all these bigger schools. You choose Eastern Kentucky. What went that decision? Why is this the place you want to go?
I feel like this where the most love is at. Um, it's a lot of recruiting is a lot that goes on, but I feel like here was the most genuine place for me. And I knew also that I would have the opportunity to come in and play how my style. I like to play how coach plays. We play fast, so that's my style of play. And I knew this was the best opportunity for me.
Choosing the best fit is something that I've been telling guys. A lot of people are starting to realize that going to Kentucky's Duke, Kansas, even just the high major in general, is not necessarily needed. It can benefit a lot of guys, but it's finding the best fit. That's what can get you to the next level. Take us
Mhm.
through how important that was for you and how much you really prioritize just finding the best fit and ignoring the logos and the names.
That was everything, just fit over name. That's what I used to say. So
Mhm.
I knew, like I said, I knew I would come here and play. This is the best opportunity. Fit is everything because I knew I could play anywhere in the country. I feel like I could play at a Duke or Kentucky, but I just wanted the opportunity to show what I can do, and I feel like I'm doing that right now.
Was that something you kind of self-taught yourself, or was there people in your life that kind of showed you that and taught you that?
My dad, he's been my coach my whole life, so he knows the game. He knows how to get where kids are going to college. He's over the AAU program and stuff. So I always had him in my corner, helping me with stuff like seeing the real from coaches and everything. So he's always been there for me.
I want to touch up on your high school career because you made a decision that I'm a huge fan of, and that's taking a prep route or playing that national schedule. You choose to go to Lumiere, final 2 years of high school, and that really is a situation where you're playing against the best of the best. You're challenging yourself. Might not be able to start out it right away, but you kind of develop and really push yourself, get ready for college. Why is the
Mhm.
decision you made though? Why did you want to go that route after your sophomore year?
I just felt I wanted to compete against the best, not just the games, but also practice. My junior year team, we were ranked number one for 85% of the year and then went to the Geico National and lost in the championship. So I just wanted to see what it was really about, like, because I never played on a big circuit name. I was not on Nike or Adidas. So I just wanted to see what it really was all about and really wanted to be real with myself and see what I can do against the best other point guards in the country. And it really helped me a lot.
Maybe the biggest factor is just the simple individual practices. When you're competing against other top guys, you're playing against a lot of big time guys like Jeremy Sochan, Kamari Lands, a lot of big players. What was that
Mhm.
like?
It's fun. I'm a competitor. I love to compete. So it
Mhm.
was just fun to do that every day. You had to come to compete because somebody else is coming to compete for your spot, or if it's not even your spot, they're trying to bring the best out of you. So it was always fun. Practice was harder than the games. A lot of the games, the past 2 years and this year. So it's just been really fun to compete against top guys.
How much did that prepare you for college, going against those top guys and top games constantly throughout the year? How much have you seen that kind of pay off and help you now as you got to college?
I would just say it really built my confidence because I know what I could do against the top guys. Like it built my confidence. It could either break you or build you. I feel like it built mine. So I feel like that coming to college, that's why I feel like I'm playing so well right now and trying to lead a team. I just feel like my confidence level is very high.
I'm a person that's pretty vocal about kind of ignoring the rankings, not worrying about that. And you still were semi-known, a three-star recruit, but seeing that not a lot of guys really saw you as a top of that level player. Did that put a chip on your shoulder?
It did for sure. I've always had a chip on my shoulder. I say like just since I've been playing basketball, I've always been the smallest guy on the court. I played up. I used to play up when I was younger, so I've always had a chip on my shoulder. And then going against top guys, it's like you really want to prove that you belong with these type of players. You know, that the high level players that they call them. You know, so I just wanted to show that that I belong, and that's what I did.
You mentioned your height, and you are 5'11", and a lot of people might say that's not tall enough to do it. Probably a lot of people have doubted you because of that height. How have you
Mm-hmm.
been able to prove them wrong, and how have you been able to play at the level you play at while being 5'11"?
I just feel like it's not height really doesn't matter. You know, it's some things that height does matter in, but I feel like when it comes down to it, winners are gonna win. And I feel like that's just what I always tell myself. And I use my height as an advantage. You know, there's certain things I can do that other players can't do that are taller than me. So I don't really think about height anymore. That was something I used to think about when I was younger and stuff, but to me it doesn't really matter anymore.
That's a huge thing. 'Cause I think, like you said, height can give advantage to some people, but it's not really anything that can hurt you. We've seen
Mhm.
many guys at your height or even smaller get the job done. But has there been guys you may look up to that have played in the NBA or even college that you kind of look to model your game that have been smaller guards?
I would say one guard is Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons. My dad always used to compare me to him, so I feel like that was somebody I grew up watching a lot of highlights on because my dad used to talk about him all the time. So that's somebody I probably model my game a little bit after.
Without doubt. And so you're going through this journey, you go to college, and it's a crazy COVID year. We know the protocols that have been set in place. Not the easiest adjustment period for any freshman, but how would you say the offseason was, and how did you kind of get acclimated to the team throughout COVID prior to the year?
I feel like once I touched down in Kentucky, we pretty much were rolling. You know, we had some COVID setbacks, myself, other teammates, but you know, once I got here in June, you know, we got rolling and we built that chemistry since June, and now it's January the next year. So, I feel like we just built a bond over that time.
You mentioned you guys are 12-2 right now. You guys are one of the top teams in you guys' conference, playing at an elite level right now. But
Mhm,
what's the future you guys hold? We know there's a lot of big time teams out there that are also competing for that chance to go to the tournament. How do you guys
mhm.
plan to do that? How do you guys want to finish out the season?
We have a lot of goals set for ourselves. We just want to keep competing and give ourselves a shot every game. We know what we can do. We feel like we're one of the best teams in the country, and we have the talent. You know that once we come together, we're still building. It's only January. We're still building, but we're coming together well, and we're showing that we can win games under any circumstance.
Coming from Michigan, I know that's one of the hottest areas right now. But one thing all guys talk about from out there is that you guys have that dog mentality. You guys are top level players out there. What's
Mhm.
like playing in Michigan?
Um, it's tough. You know, you gotta know how to defend. You got to be scrappy. You know, it's a whole bunch of guards my size, where I'm from. So you know, you're going against people that want it. You know, that really need it. So I feel like that's probably coming out of Michigan from Detroit. I feel like that's one thing you gotta have it. You know, so they'll do whatever to get it.
No doubt. Well, you head into the season and you're averaging right now 12 points a game, a little over 3 rebounds. Like I said, leading the country as a freshman in assists right now. But
Mhm.
what's the next level for you? What can you achieve by the end of this year and for the future?
I feel like one thing I want to build is just my shooting percentages. Feel like I started the year very slow, so that was just I don't know what it was, but I just started the year slow. So I want to improve my shooting percentages, and I know I can because I know I can shoot. So I'm gonna just keep building on that, and then I want to keep getting assists and get my teammates involved. I feel like I'm at my best when I'm creating for others or looking to score and then ending up passing to somebody else. So I feel like I just keep building off what I'm doing right now.
There's one point guard that we know is killing it in the NBA today, rookie of the year that also played in your conference, and you're getting awfully similar kind of numbers to compare to John Morant. What's it been like kind of going in there now, being that point guard, seeing someone like him play the level he did? He came out, made it to the NBA, and did what he's doing. How's that kind of motivated you to kind of hopefully follow in those kind of footsteps?
It's motivated me for sure because it shows that it is possible, you know, to come out of the OVC and make the NBA and do what he's doing. And it's a blessing just to be in like with his name, you know, with the assists and stuff. So I'm not really comparing myself to anybody. I just want to be the best version of myself.
There's a few games so far we need to talk about. One of which is your 15 assist game. You also had 10 points in that. That's the second most out of anyone, regardless of class in the country this season. What was that
Mhm.
game like?
Um, I really, you know, assist is questionable. I don't really know how to like count assists because I don't know if they give me the assist sometimes. But I was just my teammates were making shots, and they were finishing around the basket, which I know they can do. They do it in practice, and that's just I was finding them. I was finding the right guy at the right time, and it's really credit to all my teammates for that. The 15 assists.
Another game is that you're playing a guy I'm pretty high on, Terry Taylor out to Austin, PA, and you guys get the win. You put
Mhm.
30 points on them. You hold them only a 16. How are you able to do that?
I was just shooting the ball very well to the best of my capability. I was playing on my thumb is messed up a little bit, but
Mhm.
my teammates trusted me. I had 19 points in the first half. They kept feeding me, and I wasn't taking selfish shots. I was just letting the game come to me, and I feel like that's what I need to do more going into more games in the season. I let the game come to me, and yeah, it was just a special night.
And that's a senior guy that has a good chance of playing the NBA next year. What
Mhm.
was your mentality heading into that game, knowing that you're the freshman? He's had an incredible career as an elite level player. What was your mentality just heading into that?
I knew it was a big game. We
Mhm.
all did. My team. We knew it was a big game because they were projected first in our conference. They got the projected player of the year. It's a lot of hype around their name. They
Mhm.
had the freshman of the year from last year. We knew it was a big game. We just wanted to come in there and perform. And I feel like that's when I'm at my best when it's a lot on the line.
You look for the rest of the year, and you've already won multiple Player of the Week for rookies, and I think this can continue to be a trend for you. But take us to that first time you found out that you got Player of the Week. What went through your mind? How'd you learn about that?
Um, I don't know. I'm not really about individual accolades. It's cool to see on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and it was a blessing. But I just go out there to win, and if my numbers are good, then they're good. But as long as my team, as long as we win the game, then I'm satisfied.
For the rest of the season now, we talk about your numbers and all, but what do you think you guys can achieve as a team? What do you guys think your record can be, and what's your ultimate track record to possibly get into the tournament?
I feel like we won't lose. We cannot lose another game. I can see us going, a 20 game winning streak. But we just got to keep performing. We didn't play well last night, but we still know how to win. We've been in tough battles with Xavier. We just had one. We had a couple overtime games this year. So I know we can win a lot of games. We want to finish first in our conference, regular season and postseason, and
Mhm.
then give us a chance in the March Madness.
Talk about your coach because that's the guy that everyone knows the point guard and coach relationship has to be strong for success to be there. But discuss
Mhm.
Coach Hamilton. How have you guys bond grown since you've been out there?
It's been great since I first time I talked to Coach. I felt like he was a genuine person. He loves me. I love him. We get into it sometimes, but that's just the competitiveness that we both have. He's one of the most energetic coaches I've ever seen. Probably the most energetic coach that played for. So we're building a relationship. It's still early. It's my freshman year, but I feel like we've come a long way.
What can this duo accomplish? Your goal is NBA, but what's all the things that the duo between Coach Hamilton and you can achieve over the next 4 years?
I feel like we can do a lot of winning. I feel like yeah, we have great players around me. We have player of the year candidate. I feel like we could do a lot of winning conference championships, setting a lot of records. We already made a couple records this year, so I feel like we can do just a lot of winning.
We've seen different examples of guys that do pan out well and become elite players. How this kind of attracting PL where guys want to come play with you. You being that point guard, there's gonna be a lot of guys that you guys could possibly be recruiting that would want to play with you. What's your recruiting pitch to guys? If you guys are trying to recruit another player from wherever, what's your pitch? Why is EKU the top school for them?
Uh, Coach is gonna let you play. He's gonna be hard on you, but he's gonna let you play, show what you can do. Whatever you can do, you're gonna be able to display it. He's not gonna hold you back. And for me, like if you playing with me, you're gonna get the ball. We just, we're gonna flow. So I would just say you're gonna be able to play you if you come to EKU.
Absolutely, man. Well, a few more things before I let you go. One of which is discussing a legacy, and that's something I think all guys want to do. So when you step away from the game someday, what do you ultimately want to be remembered for? What do you want your legacy to be for what you achieved both on and off the court?
Um, Really, I want to be one of the best basketball players. It's crazy. I set crazy goals, have crazy dreams, but that's really what I want to be. I want to be remembered for forever. And then all the people that's under me, I want to just motivate them and show them that you can do this from anywhere, wherever you go. You don't have to go to the top schools, but as long as you work,
Mhm.
and you show that you've been working, that you can do it from anywhere.
And as you mentioned, your probably a big goal is playing the NBA someday. What kind of player do you see yourself panning out to
Mm.
be like? I know some people have kind of compared you to a guy like Yogi Ferrell, different guys like that, but who do you personally see yourself being? What kind of player do you see yourself kind of developing into an NBA career wise?
Uh, I say I could be, whatever the team needs me to be. I feel like I could do that. If you need me to go out there and be the star, then I feel like I could be the star. If you need me to be a role player, I can be a role player. I really just want to win, and I want to just do this for a long time. So,
Without a doubt, man. My final topic I want to go into is your faith. And God obviously is a huge part in my life and yours as well. Just kind of discuss God and how God's going to help get you to the point you're at today.
um, I faith is everything to me. My mom and dad, they brought me up in church. God first. I have it tatted on my legs. That's everything. I always give the glory to God. Without Him, I wouldn't be able to be in this position that I'm in right now. I try to stay as connected as to Him as possible. But that's everything. God first. That's just everything I live by.
You mentioned growing up in a Christian household, and a lot of the cases result in guys just kind of growing up, kind of knowing God. But when did you kind of break away and truly form your own personal relationship with Him?
Uh, I would say around middle school. I was going to a Christian school. I was around a lot of people that believe the same thing that I believe, and I feel like my teachers there, they really brought me closer to God, and I really sat down and looked at life. I was growing up, I was maturing, so I would say that was like around the time that I really built my own personal relationship with God.
And you're going to have a higher and higher platform now as you go through college and then your next level. But how do you plan to represent God and kind of share His light to the world?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. Always give God the glory. When I get freshman of the week, I always say blessed. Just always showing like why I'm here. And how I made it to where I'm at so far. And I got it tatted on me, so it's gonna be as long as I'm playing basketball, you'll know what I stand for. So that's just how I see I can do that.
That's awesome, man. Well, final thing for you, give EKU fans your three biggest goals you have set for the remainder of your EKU career.
I would say personally, one is I want to break the all-time assist record
Mhm.
for Eastern Kentucky. Two is I want to win as many conference championships as I can as long as I'm here. Um, and three, we just want to keep bringing excitement to the McBray Arena.
Absolutely, man. Well, I look forward to seeing what God got next for you, and I appreciate you taking time to come on today, man. Of
All right, appreciate it.
course, you always welcome on, man. God bless.
Yep, you too.